Welcome back to the channel, people, and this is not Sir P. In this video, we want to talk about why some Jamaicans deserve people like Alice. Now, before you start to throw stones, I'm not saying that what Alice did is right or sanitary or should have been allowed or even thought about in the first place. I totally condemn what she did, and it's not in any way or form a decent or right or I don't even know how to describe it, but that was really anyway. What Alice did is out of this world in terms of craziness. In terms of crazy things caught on camera, that is way out of this world. Alright? So that's my bit on condemning Alice action, right? And if you don't know what Alice did, then the video is there on YouTube somewhere. It was very popular a couple years ago. Well, let's just get back to the topic of this video. Why I think some Jamaicans, notice I said some and not all Jamaicans, deserve people like Alice. So street food is a part of our Jamaican culture for years, and while nothing is wrong with street food, and a lot or most Jamaican street vendors are very clean and practice good cleaning habits or ethical sanitation standards. Some of them do not abide by this, and it's always been a discussion or an underground discussion. People always wonder where street vendors get sanitary conveniences. Some of them, right? I, for one, try my best not to think about stuff like that, because if you ever think about the process your food goes through, most people would never even eat food. Because as long as you plan to consume food that you do not prepare yourself, it is at risk of some kind of malpractices. So let me tell you the people that I say specifically deserve people like Alice. This new generation of young people are lazy, very lazy, extremely lazy. The simple act of cooking your own food is a mountainous task for these ladies especially. Now, I'm not excusing men from cooking. Men should even. Men should also cook their own food. And when I say cook your own food, I'm not saying that you should cook your food 7 days a week, because you have so much time on your hands. Of course, people have other things that they want to do with their time, so not everyone wants to cook right through. But there are ways and means of getting around that. So if you're a person who cook your own food, you will never have any experience with an Alice bucket situation, right? No, I was watching some video on, though I don't quite remember the platform, but I think it was an ad or some company had some video challenge that they walk around and they video each person, and the ladies, they were saying they were ladies and men, and they were saying they were Jamaican, but they don't this and they don't that. Some say they don't eat bun, some say they don't eat curry, there was a particular lady that caught my attention. This girl said she not cooking on Sunday. She is breaking the tradition right then and there, and that's where it's going to die with her. That means she will not be passing on that, whether it's a tradition or a practice, to her younger one that's coming up. Imagine that. So, you know, imagine if her generation and further generations don't know how to cook and no one is cooking. That means they're going to live at fast food places. No, I'm not condemning fast food. Everybody have to make their money. The restaurants have to make their money. And if nobody goes to restaurants, that means no revenue. And in the previous video that I did about it, Chinese, you will see that all Jamaican establishments, the money pass from one area to the next. Because the person that makes money from restaurant is gonna spend money in the bar. He's gonna send his kids to school. He's gonna go to the hairdresser, etc. Alright? And with this crop of new young ladies, the dolly, the dollies and the barbies, the barbs, their their only option is to go to fast food establishments. KFC, Burger King, or whatever food establishment is there, because they are not cooking at home, and more than likely they don't know how to. Alright? And some of these dollies say in order to date them, you have to have a budget of at least 70 to 80,000 Jamaican dollars just to take them out. You best believe you have to take them to somewhere fancy. So these dollies definitely gonna get caught up in Alice situation. And some of these tush ladies, you can see them from far the way how they carry themselves, fingers long like excavator shovel, and how they set themselves and carry themselves. And you best believe they are the ones eating the crabs and the lobsters. Bear in mind, these same animals are insects, are what they call scavengers of the sea. So imagine spending thousands of dollars just to go eat a sea insect that is designed, or a land insect, a sea or land insect that is designed, well, that was created to clean up after nature's abnormalities, basically. So this nice dolly with her long fingers stretched, holding on to crab legs very fancily while eating crab doodle and Alice doodle. Boy, it's funny. So if you pass through any town 7 days a week and there's a KFC, guarantee there's going to be a line. Guarantee it's going to be full. I don't know what the I don't know what kind of guzu KFC have on Jamaican people, because no matter what KFC do, no matter what kind of nastiness happen in KFC, it's still going to be full. No matter how they raise the prices, no matter what they do, people still flock to KFC. Some of you are gonna get what Alice did in KFC. Cause trust me, out of all the KFC in the world or in Jamaica, there's going to be one nasty person there. There's going to be somebody there who use the bathroom and they don't wash their hands. Maybe they won't use a bucket, but there are going to be incidents, guaranteed. I'm not asking. Everywhere there is going to be a nasty person. there's going to be a person who sneeze and don't wash their hands. And I know the management of restaurants Jamaica are going to train their employees to do the right thing. But accidents do happen, like in Ali's situation. Remember, she only drink a beer and her situation happened. Also, high volume food establishments are going to have challenges to keep sanitary conditions because if they get overrun by high volume or peak time or excessive demand situation where they are not prepared, and guarantee you they are going to skip some practices. Maybe a hand wash here or a hand wash there or a towel dry there or a wipe there. Food is going to be splashed around. Food is going to fall somewhere, and best believe somebody's going to take up your fried chicken from off the floor and put it in your food box because they're not going to, if that's the last piece of chicken and the rest is in the fryer, they're not going to wait until that fryer complete the cycle. They're going to take up your fried chicken off the ground and put it in your box and send it to. Yeah, a lot of that has happened and is guaranteed to happen. I've personally seen it. I worked at a. Anyway, I don't want to. Anyway, pests, rodents, all of those things, they will come in contact with your food in food distribution areas because sometimes eyes don't see them, but they are there. Even in your home, there are pests hiding in dark corners. They don't come out until late at night. So why you think they're not at food establishments? Right? Again, Chinese, Chinese, Chinese. Chinese food establishments have been known to be nasty for years. Yes. With regards to the Chinese, remember, we have a video coming up about why Jamaicans can't compete with Chinese. So look out for that one. Chinese supermarkets are the nastiest supermarkets in Jamaica. They don't get the same scrutiny that traditional supermarkets get because of corruption with the health inspectors. I have personally been to the back of Chinese supermarkets. Remember, my business sells to Chinese as well. I've been to the back of those I've been to the back of their storerooms, and nasty is an understatement. Rodents, they even have cats in some of these places. And best believe Jamaican cook shop or restaurants are going to be buying your rice and flour and whatever it is from these Chinese. So whether you like it or not, your food is going to come in contact in some way with some kind of nasty situation, whether by food handling or food distribution. As a matter of fact, this is a health tip that you need to take very serious. Every time, even if you don't buy fast food or you don't get in contact with all these situations or stuff like that, you will eventually buy food that was handled in a warehouse. Your rice, your flour, all of that. Remember, The rice is in a porous bag and rats walk all over that. And if they pee on it, anyway. Beside that, it's a safety tip for you. Canned food. They are transported in high volume from sea to shore, ship, storeroom, warehouse, Chinese back room, grocery, wherever. It's all handled in different areas or by different people. So whenever you buy your canned food, be sure to wipe it off with a clean cloth or even wash it off if you can. Especially if it's something that comes in contact with your mouth directly, like your supplement and your peanut punch, whatever it is. So that's a safety tip for you. Alright. And I know there are more ways that the nastiness gets spread, which I don't want to go further in because the video is getting long. So in summary, if you're stoosh, if you're lazy, if you don't like cook, and if you love dine out, you are most definitely likely to get caught up in a situation like what took place on Hero Circle, aka Crab Circle. If you can think of other ways that the nastiness gets spread, you can drop them in the comment section. Alright? As usual, remember to share the video. Remember to like the video. And thank you for stopping by the channel. Peace out.